Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your co-hosts for the night, Angela Campbell and Hance Colburn.
Oh, you
Thank you.
stopped that.
Thank you. That's so. Oh, of course. Hey, St. John. How are you?
Welcome. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm
you
ready.
ready?
I'm ready.
You look ready.
Thank you.
I feel ready.
I stole the mirror ball from out back.
Looks good on you.
Don't tell the tech crew. Okay, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Hance, thank you for joining me on stage tonight. So excited that you're here.
It is such
Hance
a pleasure.
Colburn, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm so happy to be here. It's an amazing honor because I love to come and see shows and events and watch them from the perspective of the audience. But to look out from this perspective on this beautiful theater and these beautiful St. Johners, it is such a privilege. Thanks so much.
So glad. Little piece of history. You know that Hostas Halavresis was the first host for the opening concert in 1994.
Kostas Halavresos, former CBC host. He is a great friend, and he is, in fact, one of the big influences of why I moved to St. John. I knew Kostas in Halifax, and he could not say enough wonderful things about this city and the people in it. So it was one of the reasons why I came.
Well, we're so glad you did.
So glad I did too.
Okay, so the burning question on everyone's mind right now is, what have you been up to since you left Information Morning?
Sleeping in. Look at my eyes. You can actually see them. But actually, I've been very fortunate to be able to continue my storytelling as the communications director for the St. John Regional Hospital Foundation.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
So exciting. Okay, I have to stick to my notes or they're not going to let me come back out again.
That's right.
Thank you so much for being here. You're so much fun. We have so many amazing performers who are going to be on the stage tonight, and we have so much to get through. So I think we should get started. And first, we need to thank the sponsors who made tonight possible. So please give a big round of applause for the Delta Brunswick, our anniversary series sponsor. Yeah, because we did a whole series of anniversary concerts. Paulette and her staff have been amazing supporters of the theater for so many years, and Delta Brunswick is the hotel where all of our artists stay when they come.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And tonight's concert sponsor is CAA. Our good friend Caitlin Dean.
Right over there.
Is here tonight. Caitlin. So go find Caitlin during the intermission at the table in the lobby. You're going to have a chance to enter and win a free CAA membership after the intermission. So go see her, and then we'll draw for that.
Our sponsors make it possible for us to do what we do every single day, which is bring the world to this stage. But you also make that possible. So thank you for supporting live entertainment in our community, not just here, but everywhere. And you're the reason that this building exists. Thank you. Give yourself a big round of applause.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Also, Joyce Robertson will absolutely have my head if I forget to tell you that this is the last night to get your raffle tickets for our Best Seat in the House fundraiser. So this is for our anniversary season, 25th anniversary. We actually have one of the original seats from the restoration. It's seat number 25. And every artist who has been through this season has signed it. It includes Rufus Wainwright. Old Man Ludica will sign it tonight. I have more notes. Colin James, the Bear McKiels, and Stephen Page when he was here in September, and every other performer who has been on the stage since then. Who wouldn't want that in their living room, right?
That's a cool prize. That's a cool prize.
It is a cool prize. Don't forget to get your tickets tonight, and we will draw and announce the winner tomorrow. Okay.
All right, let's get started.
I think that's a great idea.
As Angela mentioned, we have so many great performances happening tonight. Now, the first half of this show was actually curated to mirror the original opening concert in 1994, a showcase of local amateur and professional performing artists in St. John. Tonight, we have the St. John Theatre Company, Interaction School of Performing Arts, James Mullinger, and Northern Voice a cappella group, who started off this evening's entertainment in the lobby. Did you hear them out front? They were fun,
Wonderful. Wonderful.
And they're based in Hampton, and Northern Voice has been together for about 4 years now. with Janet Kidd as the group's coach. And you know what? They're looking for members. So if you're a tenor or a low bass, go see them. During the intermission, they would love to hear from you. They're all wearing plaid. They're certainly not hard to miss. Go give them a few bars.
Can use my office for auditions.
Absolutely.
Also featured tonight, we have the Friars family, Gala Ballet Company, and a reunion of dancers and instructors from Danceability. They've all come back together to do an amazing number tonight. Oh, few dance moms in the house. We'd also like to thank Sheila Croteau and Spirit of the Four Winds for that beautiful welcome at the beginning of the show. Please give them a big round of applause. And of course, St. Mary's Band. Those guys, they're so funny and talented, so wonderful. And I would be remiss if I did not mention one other group who unfortunately couldn't join us tonight because they are getting ready for their own big event tomorrow, and that is Symphony New Brunswick. Please give them a big round of applause. They have played our stage since we opened in 1994, and we're so happy that they call us home. It's really wonderful. And they wanted me to tell you there's still tickets for tomorrow night's event, which is called Our German Roots, and it's at the Arts Center.
All right, enough of us, okay?
Enough of us.
Yeah,
Let's get out of here.
let's bring out the people that these people really want to see, okay?
It is time to party.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it. When we launched our season last June, Hance joined us, and we showed this I'm throwing my dress around. We showed a fantastic video that CBC did featuring Imperial Theatre, and we thought we'd start tonight off showing you that.
That is a great idea. The hard work and the effort in restoring this magnificent theatre not only caught the imagination of New Brunswickers, but of Canadians across the country. Here's the story of that story.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has succeeded.
It was a heady time in St. John. The community had indeed succeeded. St. Johners had raised $1 million to buy the old Capitol Theatre. It was time to celebrate. Jack McDougall started the campaign a year earlier. He put $1 down on what was then the Full Gospel Assembly.
It's been an exciting year, there's no question about it, and it's not a project of anyone, it was a project of everyone.
The fundraising drive was a real community effort, but the $1 million only bought the building. Restoration was next, and that's where the trouble started. Costs began to mount, and 6 years after Jack McDougall put the first dollar down, the theater was still a gutted shell. At a high-profile news conference in 1988, St. John MP Jerry Merrithew announced another federal grant of $1 million for the project. But he was having trouble convincing City Council to help out.
I just think it behooves all of us to try to bring this project, which had such massive public support at the beginning, and we can't let it sit a hole in the ground.
The estimated cost of restoring the theater had now doubled to $10 million, and the mayor was getting cold feet.
The problem is there's a great deal of difference between moral support and when people start coming to ask you for financial support, because like every other level of government, we have a budgetary process.
The sight of the gutted building shocked the mayor and others in the city. Owen Boyle, a critic of the Buy Capital project, said it should be abandoned.
I've done a survey, and 70% of the people in St. John don't want the Buy Capital continue. They want it scrapped.
But project president Tom Condon wasn't about to give up.
I've given 7 years of my life, in trying to get this up and running, because I do feel the community feels very strongly about it.
And finally, in 1990, federal and provincial cooperation provided the money to turn the old Imperial into a theater again.
That $8.3 million federal provincial contribution has been approved for the completion of the Imperial Center for the Performing Arts.
And by January this year, the master plasterer was putting the finishing touches on the theater's ornate interior. So the dream that began 12 years ago has finally come true.
Isn't that incredible? The rain that was falling today used to be falling directly into this theater, and then all of that hard work. Thanks so much to CBC librarian Margaret Isaacs for finding that video for us from 1994. So you can see that St. John has a wonderful tradition of supporting the arts and supporting its young artists. Whether it's choral training, learning how to play the ukulele, puppetry, or our March Break Camp, Interaction School of Performing Arts has been inspiring and encouraging our children to sing, to play, to act, and dance since 2001, oftentimes on this very stage. Please welcome the founder of Interaction, Kate Wilcott.